I'm fascinated by the sorts of things that writers are reflecting on in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's a time of life that doesn't really get represented in our media, in our cultural stories, on television, and I find it fascinating to sort of ask myself, you know, what would it be like to be a writer like P.K. Page, for example, in her 80s, thinking about her relationship to the world, where she is in her life, knowing that perhaps she's not going to be around in 10 years. What does that feel like? And in the classroom, I think I bring issues that have to do with what it is to be human, to be of any age in life, into my teaching of the works of literary figures. So sometimes I expect to discover stereotypes about aging in our discussions about creativity and age, and I find that my students are sort of farther ahead than I am in that they spend time with older people and they listen to those stories, and those stories are important. And I think that the study of aging is also an important social justice issue because there is a way in which the voices of the aging are not heard in our culture. There's a way in which we have to remind ourselves that it's possible to be creative, to be very vital in one's 60s and 70s and 80s. And we live in a culture that at times forgets that that's the case. So I hope my students sort of take away a bit of that understanding when we talk about the creative work of older writers.